Hello Mr. Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. This time we got two replays featuring the Tier 8 Soviet medium tank, the Tech Tree medium tank, the Object 416, basically the Stealthy Frisbee. Now the first map we got here is a Tier 10 game. We are on Overlord, which is not really the best map for a tank like this, because although it's a medium tank, you almost play it more like a tank destroyer, a stealthy tank destroyer, because you don't have a lot of gun depression on tank. You have a half turret locked, turret, and it's not really ideal in those brawl, situations. But what it does have is extremely good camo rating. So with the camo and the camo net and some camo crew perks, I've got it down to 184 concealment. So you are very, very stealthy. I think in this replay I don't have muffled shot on, and in the end I actually did take off track mechanics so I could fit the camo skill on there, silent driving and muffled shot in the end. But this replay I was still running the track mechanics, and I decided to, because of the play style of the tank, I felt muffled shot was going to be more useful. So we got a shot here. Well, we've got a T30 in front of us. We're looking to see shots. We have swapped to the heat shells because the standard penetration on this is only 201 on the AP, and you've got 330 on the heat, and we're going to need the heat to get through the turret of that T30. So we do successfully manage to penetrate the cupola, but as you see, we did get lit in return. I mean, possibly we had the muffled shot in there, we may not have got detected. And I started to have a lot better games since I put that on. But we're looking for a few more shots to try and go for the cupola shot again. This time it doesn't happen. We do get detected again, but we're just driving back down where they can't get shots onto us. Looking for a few shots there. Now I know that T30 is shot. Fortunately, we managed to pen that one, picking up 2 penetrations. But as you can see, I've not really pushed too aggressively because it's not going to end well for me, and I'm trying to support my team from a distance when they poke instead. I'm looking for just eyeing up a shot onto that light tank on the right hand side, but he's not really presenting himself one. Petty is there brawling there up in the front. We're looking to try and help him where we can. An enemy chisel makes a cross, and we manage to punish that tank as well, putting us on to 876, because this gun's really nice. It's got 320 alpha with a decent reload and decent DPM. So when it gets going, you can rack up a lot of damage. A slight problem I would say is it doesn't actually have a big ammo count on the tank. So you can run out of ammo pretty quickly if you're having those big games. The enemy heavy tank pokes, we actually managed to track them in place, which is nice because he was about to full send on our friendly Petty 360. We don't want that. That track's actually stopped him doing so, and he's getting punished in return. We picked up 700 track assistance and managed to pen him, I think, at least 2 times there as well, putting this on to 1500 damage. We are losing this game though. We're not losing this game. We're actually, it's a very even game. But at this point, I think the team, I'm getting a bit itchy. I want to get a bit more involved now. The tanks have lost a lot of hit points. I need to, I can see on the right hand side of the map, 4 of the tanks are over that side, and I'm starting to think that the enemy team in front of us, are weak enough for me to go in, and I want to try and get some more damage. But we do spot this enemy Avery, which managed to pen. Now the Avery really is a big threat for us because we don't have a lot of armour, we don't have the hit points. This tank can penetrate us with the standard rounds, and it would one-shot us and end our game very quickly. But they've just shot 3 up shots onto the Avery. The turret is a very decent turret, but when it was turned like that, we was able to penetrate it there. We get one into Leopard, but we do trade 1 for 1. Leopard gets slapped again. And now we're looking to try and move in, close the distance a little bit more. We get another shot in the Leopard. Thankfully we don't eat one in return, putting us under 3000 damage, starting to have a decent game now. We would like to try and progress and get more out of it. It's still very, very close, a 4 versus 4. We put another shot into the Leopard there, putting them on to a 2 or 3. Well, it should be a 2 shot for us now. I think I've realised it's a 2 shot, and I can afford to eat 1 shot and then be able to kill him. And now, in theory, I should be able to kill him. He's got enough hit points, but unfortunately for me, I thought I had to kill, and I low rolled massively. I think I rolled for like 250. This has got 320 alpha, so because of that, I took an additional shot, but I can't really count for RMG. That is just what it is. So I didn't really want to be left here on a one-shot, but that's just what it is. Now there's 3 tanks remaining, I think a Tiger 2, an Avery, and an enemy TD. Now at this point I thought the enemy tank destroyer, I thought I spotted him towards the base earlier in the game. So I started to head over there because I didn't think I was going to get to that damage quick enough. I thought, you know, Petty might have been able to deal with it before I got there. But as it turns out, the tank destroyer has clearly gone down the beach and is over there, and that is where the remaining damage of this game is. And we need to go over there quickly if we want to try and make the most and get some more out of this game. You know, so far we've got 4,000 damage, no kills, 700 track assistance. It's back down to a 3 versus 3. I am a one-shot to literally, you know, anything. I don't think Petty has a lot of hit points either. We spotted an enemy Avery who is on the one-shot to us. Obviously, you know, we would have been a one-shot if we had full health to this tank. So being on 63 hit points doesn't really concern me against the Avery because it would have killed me regardless. But they pulled round and I have now got a shot. The Tiger 2 is on a one-shot. I'm waiting to Petty to confirm that he's killed that Tiger. Now I know I can go behind this TD as long as I don't kill myself on that full. And I should have the kill on this TD now, because if he turns for me, he's going to get shot by tanks in front. There's not a lot he can really do about this scenario, to be honest with you. So it is a free farm. We are going to just get another shot in. We actually track him in place there, so we've got the kill, you know, either way, and we do manage to pick up that. Bring this an end to replay number 1, picking up 2 kills. I think about 5,200 assistance. We got a little bit track assistance as well. 2,100 base XP, which is the ace tanker. Picked up a medal there as well, and that is an end for replay number 1. But we do have one more replay to come. Save the best for last, so let's move on. Okay, so welcome back for the final replay on Sunset Coast. We are in a top tier lobby and we have 2 enemy fun police and 1 enemy light tank. Now, one thing I should mention for this particular game, got this replay just after the maintenance update on Tuesday, and I was really struggling after the update with some input issues where my tank felt really horrible to control, and I was getting a bullet delay, like trigger delay on my shots. Now you can't really see it in the replay, which probably confirms that it's not a latency issue. I actually tested my internet connection and I was getting over 1,000 meg, very little ping, like 5 ping, and yeah, not really having a problem, so no packet loss. So I know it was an issue with that. I was getting it constant after every on every game, making like fast tanks to play almost unbearable. But I ended up fixing the issue by reinstalling the game. So it only happened after the maintenance update. And if anyone else experienced that, I just wanted to let you know beforehand. I managed to fix it by reinstalling the game. So on with the replay on Sunset Coast, top tier, 2 fun police, 1 enemy light tank. I do have the muffle shot on this tank now. We've played relatively aggressive. Just because we wanted to try and move up and actually spot for our team and find out what is going to be down this side. We do spot a tank, and now we get into a position where we're hoping we may be able to get some side shots here. We get one shot into Progetto, and we managed to, we're shooting through a bush, so we're not getting spotted. We then get a second shot in. So obviously when I'm poking out this, it's a little bit awkward because obviously you do have that turret lock. So when I'm poking out sideways there, it's it's not always easy. But we get another shot back into that Progetto. We're hoping to get one more in, maybe finish this tank off, and he does get shut down by our friendly Progetto. And decent start to this game. We do bounce there off of the Dragon, but we've already picked up 1,000 damage, and yeah, had a very nice start to this game. Just sort of staying patient, looking for any shots here, making sure if enemy team pokes back to that position. They're not quite doing that, so we're just going to poke to get one shot in here. We do get lit in return, and now I need to try and get safe from the enemy shots, pick up a little bit of assistance damage there. We do have some support behind us, so you see, I don't know if you sort of saw there the issue I was having with the driving, but it was constant throughout this video, and it was a little bit awkward. We're going to confirm the one-shot light tank to get that out of the game as quick as we can, picking up our first kill of the game. And yeah, had a very decent start to this game. We then spotted an enemy diamondback there, which was actually side onto us. So we're going to try and lose the spot if we can, or try, well, not actually, just poke and get another shot in. But the fun police is now detected onto us. Trying to punish this diamondback when he's showing his weak side armour to us, because we want to take this opportunity to get as much damage in as we can. We managed to pick up 2,000 damage, and he's still sort of, I think he's struggling to turn around because he's got teams in front of us. He knows that if he turns, he's going to get shot by a lot of tanks. But I've actually got a lot of shots. Unfortunately, I bounced that shot there, and we're looking to try and get the finish, which we should have in this shot. And we do, confirming ourselves another kill, putting us on to just shy of 3,000 damage. And the game's only just started, so it's a very decent start to the game. Trying to lose my spot before I move. I want to try and move to this far rock on the left and get behind there as my secondary position now, and try and get shots into these heavy tanks which are in the open. We're aiming up for this lower plate on this tank. Unfortunately, we bounce and get detected, and we eat a shot in return. So we need to lose our spot and actually try and shoot through this bush instead. So hopefully we don't lose, hope we've got less chance there of getting detected. So that is what we're going to do. We're trying to aim for a shot here. We should pen this. Unfortunately, it doesn't. This RMG wasn't in our favour there. But the fun police is alerted to our presence and is aiming in on us. Thankfully, we do at least know the fun police is trying to put misery on us now with the little fun police misery detector in the bottom corner. He's still detecting us, so we need to keep getting back safe behind this rock, which we're hoping is going to limit their shots on us. And the fact that we're not getting shot at while we're here sort of indicates we're potentially safe behind this rock. Unfortunately for me, a full health Draugr now full sends in and wants to try and finish my game. We get one shot in, he gets actually set on fire, thankfully. I'm thinking it's all over at this point. I'm trying to get round him. Friendly team bounce him. I just, by the skin of my teeth, get that shot in. Fun police is looking to aim in at us again. We need to try and get safe against this rock. Trying to reverse up it. We just managed to avoid the fun police death from Sky. Put us on to 4,000 damage and 3 kills. But we are now one shot, but at least we managed to survive that Draugr. You know, it could have been worse. It definitely could have been worse. In fact, we probably should have died to that Draugr, but we managed to evade it, thankfully. So we're still in this game. There's, although we don't have a lot of hit points left, there's still a lot of damage potential for us to get out of this game. I've had a decent start, and I want to try and finish strong. So we're going to try and look for some more shots, but we do have to be careful, obviously, now that we are on 240 hit points. So we're going to go around and see if we can get any shots on this fun place, or see if we can get an angle to take out that enemy heavy tank. I think the Dreadnought on the right hand side. We are one shot to that tank, but we would have been a one shot, even if we had half hit points. And we're going to try and see if we can deal with this tank as quick as we can. We are winning at the moment, but it does end up becoming a little bit closer towards the end. So it's definitely, can't take anything for granted at this stage. I want to try and get some shots into this Dreadnought. I'm trying to get over there. A lot of my friendly team are attacking this tank. So we should be able to deal with him pretty quickly. It is now put onto a potential one shot, definite one shot now, and they fired. So we do pick up the kill. And bring this game to a 6 versus 4, picking up our 4th kill of the game. Going to try and lose my spot and then get some shots onto this hill. Fun police was detecting us. We just evaded that fun police again. Now we're going to try and see if we can spot anything from this position, because obviously we do have fantastic camo. Obviously we're going to lose. We've got silent driving on to help us keep some of our camo rating on the move. We're shooting through 2 bushes here. We're shooting through a bush, and I think the enemy TD is behind a bush as well. So although we're relatively close to this tank, we are actually able to get shots in undetected here. We get one shot in blind. We was going to go for a shot here, but then we've realised our base is actually now under threat. We still have a lot of time on the clock, so I'm not under an immediate pressure. We do have tanks there, and this enemy Freedom gets spotted. So I was looking to try and get some shots into this Freedom while they're full health. Unfortunately, we missed our first, didn't pen our first shot, and then now are safe to us. Now it's got a little bit closer. It's on a 4 versus 3, and I do need to come and help deal with that enemy heavy tank. I don't actually know how many hit points they are, but we just got to scan their little peep. Now we know they are pretty low, so they are on a 1 or 2 shot to us at the moment. Looks like probably more like a 2 shot. and we're looking to see if we can get any shots in if they do cross in the open. But while they're not, we're just checking to see if we've got any other shots. But now they're crossed, we know we've got the kill on this tank. There's going to be nothing they can really do to stop this at this point, and we're able to pick up the kill, confirming our 5th kill of the game, bringing us to just shy there of 6,000 damage with the enemy Freedom, which the last time we spotted was full health. I don't know if we've lost any hit points in between that time, but they were full health at that point. The enemy Fun Police gets shut down. We know the last known location, so we're going to go and see if we can spot the Freedom potentially going back to the base, because he knows the Fun Police has just got killed, enemy Fun Police, so he might be going back that way. And we're just going to wait patiently as we don't have a lot of hit points. We do spot them in the ideal situation, the perfect situation. He is returning to the base. We spotted them in the open. We should be able to get a few shots in here. We do get 2 shots, putting us into 6,500 damage. We're aiming for this shot. Unfortunately, we thought it was going to drive backwards a little bit. Didn't. Pulls forward, and we end up missing that shot. We got detected as well. Obviously, I'm a 1 shot to the Freedom potentially, so I need to wait till I lose my spot, and then we can go back for another shot. He's frontally onto us, going to try and get a shot in the cupola. Like I say, when I was playing this game, it was really awkward to get shots in. Missed that shot. We're trying to see if we can get the finish, and we just squeeze that in, confirming the 6th kill, picking up our top gun, and having a really decent game. Ending with just shy of 7,000 damage. So yeah, 6,700, 2,290 base XP. It's going to be the ace tanker, a little bit of assistance, yeah, and a really nice game all round. So that is the replay in the Object 416. So I hope you enjoyed it. I free marked it, but I did free mark this tank a long time ago anyway. I just fancied playing it again because I hadn't played it for years. So thank you so much for your support as always, and happy tanking.
Enemy in sight! Hadouken!